Yes, another thing again, another thing I see also is the fact that Napoli did Osimhen dirty. Like they really wanted to bring him to his knees, and that's so unfair. Considering that this guy gave you a Scudetto, 33% of your existence.
He brought Napoli to the limelight.
You don't understand?
He did.
Now he
We
make Napoli
used to
blow.
know Napoli as the underdogs.
Do you
But now
understand?
he took them up there. You know,
And made them contenders, made them
we can say
champions.
single-handedly, he did that.
Since
Maradona.
Diego Maradona.
Yes.
Osimhen is the only person who has done that. Come on, you don't treat your legend. Osimhen is a legend in his own right of Napoli, and this is so unfair.
There were three clubs as far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm informed, that went for Osimhen. You have Chelsea, Arsenal, and PSG. Abi?
Yeah.
Or, am I far away from the truth?
No, you're
Okay,
correct.
so let me give you a critical analysis of how all these clubs actually withdrew their bids for Osimhen.
Arsenal was not in because the money was too much, so we don't do that kind of
No,
business.
okay.
He said
No,
We
okay.
don't
So
do that kind of
are you
business.
saying Arsenal doesn't have money to buy?
No, we have money. We have money, but we don't spend it.
Why didn't Chelsea get? Why didn't Chelsea go?
It's as if the owner of Arsenal is an Urugu man. His hand is.
Chelsea should have put the money.
No,
So Chelsea should have put the money.
Yes, Chelsea should have put the money because that's what they are known for. So that's why
Chelsea are known for what?
That's why
when
they
they go about
insulted.
junior boys, they go about Chelsea is forming an academy. They're not a club.
Yes,
agree with
that's
you.
why
We agree with
they
you.
insulted
We are forming an
Osimhen's
academy,
pedigree.
yes.
Those
They
are the
insulted
things-
the
those are the
guy.
kind of thing we should hold
Like I don't
account-
understand Chelsea. Like you say you want a player of Osimhen's caliber. You are bringing 2 naira and 4 naira to come and price the
you
player.
can
Like, which
imagine-
kind of insult that one?
Football Banter.
All right, hey guys, welcome to another episode of Football Banter. And like you already know, no football without banter. All right, my name is Daniel DeWine, and on the show today, I've got some amazing people in the house, and we also have a guest. All right, so from my extreme left, let's meet
Wisdom, also known as King Wizzy. the Chelsea
O'Shea.
Coach David Fred, Divine Mercy Football Club.
Correct.
Ala Madrid.
And your number one Barcelona fan, Ibuka, is Grande.
Yeah, and our guest today is
Ikpea Odion, Chelsea fan.
O'Shea.
No Chelsea, no
No
football.
Let's put it together for our guests. More know that today, Ingo give or Ingo collect. Anyone? All right.
Chelsea fans' determination.
All right. So today, there has been a shocker on the news. Just days. I would say days before the qualifiers for AFCON, and it's kind of worrying. Owing to the fact that we never learn as a country, and we keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Imagine Coach Labadia. We all thought at least finally we got a coach. At least that's a good place to start. And today the news is different. So personally, I think we are not serious about football in this country. So I like you to put me to that if you think otherwise. I think personally Nigeria is not ready. Like we're not ready for football when it comes to football in Africa.
Yeah, it's like the decision was called off, the contract was called off, everything was called off. But I think we should go back to that. We should read what happened and then know where we are heading to, because this country is becoming unbecoming.
Wizzy, give us some highlights on what happened.
From the recent development at the NFF, from what they posted on their handle on their Facebook page, string relationship of German tax authority have conspired to abort the agreement between the Nigeria Football Federation and coach Bruno Labbadia for the latter to mount the saddle as coach of Nigeria's senior men team, Super Eagles. We have been on the tax issue for the past 3 days, and I told him clearly that, I think that's the Secretary General, I told him clearly that there was no way the NFF would agree to offset the concomitant tax percentage on his salary. That will be demanded by German tax authority. It is not possible for us to shoulder the responsibility of shelling out another money between 32% to 40% of his salary after paying agreed monthly wage. The NFF and Mr. Labadia reached an agreement in principle before we made the announcement that he would become the head coach of the Super Eagles. The tax details were never part of our discussions, and he had personally agreed to all terms before the tax issue came up. We were doing our best to be flexible in discussion, but he was adamant that the NFF had already paid the full tax amount as well. We simply cannot do that, President of NFF Ibrahim Musa Gaswal said on Friday evening. In the event, Technical Director of Nigeria Football Federation, Coach Augustine Eguavon, will now take charge of the Super Eagles for the upcoming 2025 African Cup of Nations matches against Benin Republic in Uyo 7 September and Rwanda Kigali 10 September.
Okay, so it's fair to say that it wasn't the fault of the NFF, because going by the reports, it appears Labadia was asking for too much.
Well, I think the NFF should have made all these inquiries before making the announcement.
Thank you.
I think they did not do their proper research.
And also, the NFF wasted a lot of time.
Too much time.
If they
Too
could
much
have-
time.
If they got a coach earlier than when Labadia was announced, we would not have this kind of issue.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
won't
true.
have this kind of
So,
problem.
Personally, I
on
think
ground right now.
Nigeria likes the fire brigade approach. Like,
Last minute.
we have similar issue with England. England had not similar issue per se, but you could see the difference between the English FA and that of NFF. Gareth Southgate resigned, or I don't know if it was he resigned. And then
resigned.
as soon as possible, they got an interim coach. But Nigeria, we had our coach out after
months,
the
yeah.
AFCON, but we couldn't get a coach. And this has gone over and over and over and over again. We cannot go like this. We cannot win any. We cannot even go into tournaments like this, because this one way or the other can destabilize the players. Just imagine you are going to an AFCON tournament, a qualifier, and you don't have a coach for months. Okay, let's assume that Finidi George resigned, but as an FA, you should begin to put
Have a plan in
necessary
place, yeah.
plan in place to get a new coach as soon
They
as
could
possible.
even get an interim.
So for me, I think Nigeria are not doing that. They need to do better. The NFF need to do better going forward.
If there is no plan, failure is inevitable.
Sure.
Because it's something that has been going on with the NFF, and over time, you invite players to come to camp 3 days to match, and you expect them to blend. Then we, the football fans, we begin to put unnecessary pressure
on the players.
We're
Yeah.
expecting.
Yeah.
We now tell them that, okay, you play in England like this, you play in Europe like this, you play here like this, you play in Italy like this, and you are expecting results. On when we don't even have, how many pitches do we even have for them to train in Nigeria that are okay? The Abuja National Stadium is headed by cows to eat grass. Then you expect these guys to come to come and perform their best for Nigeria. It's not possible. Then look at what is going on between coaches and the NFF.
Same thing happened in 2021 AFCON. They sacked Gennett Rowe. I think 2 months to the AFCON tournament.
Yes.
And then they still employed this Eguavon that is taking over. And we knew the outcome of it. So I think Nigeria, they need to, I don't know if there should be an overhaul of that NFF staffs. I don't
Board and
know.
everything.
But there's something going on there that is not...
There is one thing we should understand. There's a difference between a coach and a technical director. From the readings and from my understanding, Eguavon is a technical director. Now, what's the role of a technical director? Is to advise, to bring in technical, to inject some techniques, in the national team, to give some advices to the coaches and the players. When you talk about Eguavon, it begins to sound as if he is the seat of the NFF. Because each time, like you said, the fire service brigade, each time that something goes wrong, Eguavon comes in. But he's not being given a major role. What happened to Sepp Pesario? We still keep going back to those old things. We still keep going back. We don't want to learn. That's why we cannot advance. We like Odio said, you can't be doing the same thing and expect a different result. It's the same thing. So to me, what I'm saying is, if Bruno Labbadia was actually, the proper research was done, it would have been better for us. Now you remove Fini the judge. And then the other one who is in Benin, General, who is in Benin, we went to Benin Republic. They won us 2-1.
Yeah.
And this guy knows he knows our soft spot. He has the remote. He knows where, and we are playing against him. There's no way we should expect a different result. And
He
what I'm saying is,
always delivers.
we should understand something. We should not go behind. We should not go after the players. The players are not the problem of our national team.
Yes, I think.
The problem
now the
of our
fans.
national team. The problem of our national team is the NFF. The earlier we begin to sweep some cankerworms, some millipedes, and some lizards in that NFF, the better for us.
Yes, I think as football fans and as a country, we should start demanding for the goal of the leadership of the NFF. So if you're taking over the reins of the NFF, what's the goal? What are we expecting as fans to get after a period of time for every competition, so that we'll have measurable goals to hold them accountable to?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll keep going around in circles and treating Nigerian football is I personally don't think we are even improving.
That would
Boy
look
is
like
dying.
that, but
Dying
that would
every
look
day.
like we're asking for too much from
Every
them.
day.
They never give us a blueprint about anything.
It's wrong,
in
and
this
we need to
country.
demand it. We need to demand it, because that's the only way
You'll
we
be
can
asking
grow.
for too much. As a real Nigerian citizen, do not expect anything like that.
The question I'm asking is, what happened to Sep Pesario? Someone who took this team right up to the final of the African Nations Cup.
I think he wanted the
And then
race.
he used the material that he had available. The available material, that's what he used. He was playing a system that
He was getting results,
He was getting results
even though it was not attractive.
due to the
Same thing with
material,
Gennett
due to the
Rowe. He was
material
getting
that
That
he
was
had.
available.
That
Yes.
was available.
Yes.
And he did well. And then all of a sudden, bam, Pesario is gone.
Utilo.
And then we started looking at Finity. And now we are looking at
Eguavon.
Always fall back to
So
Eguavon.
he's coming again. So you understand what
Eguavon
we are
happens
going?
to
Okay.
be the backup plan.
We are simply going round and round and round
Okay.
and round.
Now,
and
see,
round.
back to
Coach,
Eguavon.
over the last few episodes, we started talking about Victor Osimhen's journey in the transfer market, and what we think about his decision whether to at that point go to Chelsea or go to Saudi Arabia for the money. And then we had some subscribers sending in their comments and also sending in their banter. And I would like to read one. Here he said, Osimhen is not worth that amount. Those men from Saudi just want to make sure say them buy the best or second best to develop their league. Money no be problem to them. Person where they use Bugatti Veyron as police car, now him go shake to give person 58 billion to run around and score one or two. Osimhen is not worth that amount. Not now. Not even in the nearest future. Wow. How much football has he played? How many trophies and individual awards has he won to think he's worth half that sum? If not for inflated egos and excessive spending, Osimhen is not even worth up to half of Robert Perez in his days.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
That's a hit. That's a hit on Osimhen.
Personally, I don't agree with everything this person said. Yeah, maybe the amount is overboard, but Osimhen is actually a very good striker.
But
And
the question we
personally,
should ask is, that amount is for what duration? Because people think it's just for a year.
no, another
for the
thing,
entire contract.
Yes, another thing again. Another thing I see also is the fact that Napoli did Osimhen dirty. Like they really wanted to bring him to his knees, and that's so unfair. Considering that this guy gave you a Scudetto, 33% of your existence.
He brought Napoli to the limelight.
You don't understand?
Yeah, he did.
Now he
We
make
used
Napoli
to
blow.
know Napoli as the underdogs.
Do you
But now
understand?
he took them up there.
And made them contenders, made them champions.
Single-handedly, he did that.
Since
Maradona.
Diego
Maradona.
Maradona.
Yes.
Osimhen is the only person who has done. Come on, you don't treat your legend. Osimhen is a legend in his own right of Napoli, and this is so unfair.
Yeah. Where people now
what
make
we fail
masks.
to understand about this Osimhen stuff is we keep pointing fingers at Napoli. Even I, seated here, I keep pointing my fingers at Napoli. But think of the contrary. Try to look into the case. Look into this saga of a thing properly. It's like a coin with two faces, Before Napoli can do what they are doing or what did what they're doing, there should be something Osimhen must have done somewhere. Because in football, like I always say, a club will never place a hammer on your head if you don't actually merit it. We know the Italian league, most of these European leagues, we know about too many cases of racism and that. But that's not the case of Osimhen. Osimhen is someone, each time he walks in the pitch, he's been acclimated. He's been looked upon like Jesus Christ. People will stand, they'll do a standing ovation for him, they will sing his name, Victor Osimhen.
Nah, coach. I think that was only with the fans. That was only with the fans.
No, when the soup begins to sour, we should look at the duration. What made that soup to get sour? We should look at it first. We should not only say Osimhen is my guy, but we should not keep saying that Napoli did this, Napoli did that. What role did Osimhen play for Napoli to do what they are doing?
Well, coach,
we should look at it too.
Coach, actually, if you look at what happened after winning the Scudetto at the beginning of last season, we all remember, Napoli did not actually start well, but Osimhen was still getting the goals, and then he missed the penalty. He missed the penalty, and then Napoli.
Remember what they did after missing that penalty.
Napoli being a club that Osimhen worked for so hard to win the Scudetto since after Diego Armando Maradona, highest goal scorer, he became the number 8 best player in the world that season because of his heroics with Napoli. Posted a video mocking Victor Osimhen on.
Imagine the club.
Look.
Not the fans,
let's all
the
say
club.
the truth. Look, I'm a Barca fan, and there are some times that our players actually they commit errors and do something like Lewandowski.
Just like
miss some chances.
Man U, Casemiro.
But you don't see. Look at this one. Look at recent one happened. Mbappe missing chances before he scored. La Liga were still posting his stats, shooting having how many shot on target, the highest, and you kind of that is a
Look
big
at Sunday's match.
But Napoli did not see Osimhen as a big name. They did not even see him as the person that helped him. They were only praising Kivica, Kvaratskhelia, and they did not give Osimhen any praise whatsoever. And because of his pride, I feel Osimhen had to rise up. Look, he's a big boy.
That's another point you just mentioned. Pride. That you just mentioned something.
You have to have pride.
He's earned the right to be proud. He has earned the right to be proud.
No, I will spark this thing up. Let me tell you something. Osimhen is a good player. Osimhen is a great player. No doubt about that. But what I'm saying is, we should look at why Napoli is doing this. Because one, Antonio Conte was not there. Antonio Conte just made his way inside. Antonio Conte just signed a contract with Napoli as the head coach of Napoli. Osimhen had this issue in the previous season. So why is Antonio Conte saying that he will not use Victor Osimhen? There must be something wrong.
Conte has nothing to do with this.
Conte already. No. If the club wanted Osimhen to be, Osimhen would be.
Not the club. The coach.
No, even the coach.
What player he wants.
Even the coach.
But the coach simply said this.
He decided
the coach wanted Osimhen.
He even decided that he wants Lukaku. No, he actually said he wants Lukaku over as part of the deal. He wanted Lukaku over at Napoli. So he already made his preference. So it had nothing to do with Osimhen.
Yes.
The only problem Osimhen has is with the club.
And so what's the problem then? That's why I want us to get
simple. It was an issue of value.
It was not treated
well.
What was the issue about value?
He was not treated with. It was not valued.
He's a human being.
You can't be that good. And they treat you in such a manner, and you will not.
You will not react.
You will react.
You have to react.
You have to react.
No,
no.
If that's so, if you have the evidence that he was treated poorly, I go with you because I know about what happened in Madrid in my own club with Ronaldo and Florentino Perez and the rest. I know about what happened that led to the exit of Ronaldo. That I can properly tell you categorically what happened. But now, what do you know about Osimhen and Napoli? We keep saying Napoli is doing it. Napoli. Bring the facts on the table. Put facts on the table.
Fact I
what
just
happened?
brought.
You said about value.
He was not treated well. He was not treated well.
What kind of treatment? What kind of treatment was he demanding?
What kind of
treatment
what do you say? What do you say?
Osimhen was not given any praise. He was not appreciated by the club. So many other things. Anything he demands for, he was not given. He was not respected, both even by the fans. Look, see. Let's say the truth. Look, remember when Ronaldo left Manchester United?
Yeah.
Look at the way he was treated. Look, yes, we all, because it's Ronaldo. He went out. He had a session with Piers Morgan, and then we all swept it under the carpet. Osimhen is also a human being. He was treated badly, and he has the right to stand up for himself.
To even make matters worse,
and remember,
he's a footballer, and he can go to any club that he wants to go to.
To make matters worse, Chelsea claimed they needed a top striker, and they came in with a beggarly offer for the number 8 Ballon d'Or, let me just say number 8 most valuable player in the world.
That salary for an English player.
Like that's
for an average English
how
player.
do you insult a top player like that?
Understand that football is round. What is done at the valve of the ball is what is done at the valve of the ball is what is done at the side of the ball, because it's round. Look, I'll still bring the case of Ronaldo. When Ronaldo had this issue with Madrid, Juventus took him. But now Osimhen has a problem with Napoli. PSG, who came there, they later on said, oh no. Napoli said, Napoli said, oh,
that's what we are saying. We're talking about
Napoli hindering his movement.
You know, there were 3 clubs as far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm informed, that went for Osimhen. You have Chelsea, Arsenal, and PSG. Abi?
Yeah.
Am I far away from the truth?
No, you're
okay,
correct.
so let me give you a critical analysis of how all these clubs actually withdrew their bids for Osimhen.
Arsenal was not in because the money was too much, so we don't do that kind of business.
Okay.
We don't do
So
that kind of
are you
business.
saying Arsenal doesn't have money to buy?
No, we have money. We have money, but we don't waste money.
Why didn't Chelsea go?
It's as if the owner of Arsenal is an Uruguaman.
Chelsea should have put the money.
Chelsea should have put the money. Yes, Chelsea should have put the money because that's what they are known for. So that's why
Chelsea are known for what?
That's why
when they go
insulted.
about junior boys, they go about Chelsea is forming an academy. They're not a club.
Yes, that's why they insulted Osimhen's pedigree. They insulted the guy.
Those are the kind of thing we should hold.
Like, I don't understand Chelsea. Like, you say you want a player of Osimhen's caliber. You are bringing 2 naira and 4 naira to come and price the player.
You can imagine.
We have other pressing issues.
Pressing fire.
Paying such an amount of money for
more pressing than your attack. More pressing than your attack.
Let me answer him. I don't know, our last episode, if you listen to what Coach Tebbit said, Chelsea, they are a scam club. They always like this backyard way. They are not like us. Arsenal they know themselves. They don't put their hand into deal. They know that they cannot finish. They just respect themselves. But Chelsea, they will go and put their head.
Arsenal does not have money to put hand in what they cannot finish. So they go for what they can finish.
Arsenal have enough money to pay Osimhen. They have
yes.
enough
so why
money
did they back out?
Because
he just said it now. Okay,
there is stingy
no,
club.
we don't.
How can you say Arsenal is a
Wait till they pay me pass. Wait till they pay me pass. We say when we go to talk about some kind of things. The one will call they bring Arsenal. Please.
No. Arsenal is a well-run club.
No, but
we have what we see. You see, we have what you call, structure, philosophy. Arsenal is a well-run family. I don't want to call it a club.
Okay.
Arsenal is a well-run family.
No Champions League.
It doesn't matter. It's not all about champion. As a matter of fact, Chelsea has no identity.
Okay.
Till tomorrow. Let me tell you how serious it is. It took Roman Abramovich's influence and personality to make Chelsea relevant. Forget about the trophies. Remove the trophies from Chelsea. Watch Chelsea.
No, you are wrong. Don't talk about the trophy.
Wait.
Let him finish.
I don't understand.
Cannot be saying Arsenal is a well-run club.
Let me explain.
Which family? What can you say?
Let me
Which
explain.
family is there without kids?
Let me explain.
You marry a wife and you will not produce.
Let me explain.
Even when you don't have kids, it's an issue. When you don't have kids, it's an issue.
How can you get into a tournament? I don't win trophies. And you are saying that
Coach, don't waste your energy. He's an Arsenal fan.
Arsenal's got trophies.
They like
removing
trophies.
Listen. No.
You don't like running
Arsenal.
the definition of trophy.
No. So people that have near success syndrome.
No.
They don't like trophies.
Arsenal's got trophies. It's just that recently we've not won trophies. Let's get it straight.
So you're
Now,
not getting
What kind of trophies do
Now,
you have?
now,
There are
now,
trophies and trophies.
we're talking
What kind of
about-
trophies do you have?
Now, here's my point exactly. If you take away the Champions League and take away the
Why are you taking it away? Why are you playing football?
Wait. Arsenal without the trophies is still more valuable than Chelsea with the trophies.
Put the statistics on table. Let's get
How?
it. And I want to get you well. Put the statistics
How?
on table. How is Arsenal without trophy more better than Chelsea with trophies?
Are you talking about the
understand this.
value of the club
I-
when it comes to
In terms, both value of the club,
Let him explain himself.
I think it's because you guys are in Champions League.
both
currently.
value of the
Yeah,
club,
Chelsea is
that's
not.
why.
That's why.
both
That's why.
clubs
At the end of the day, we're not gonna
who
win
brings
them,
in, like for example, talking about Arsenal makes good topic. Secondly, what you call it?
Oh, so we can use Arsenal for
players
content.
would
That's,
rather
that's the value.
talking about Arsenal. Yeah, of course.
Okay, it's a good content.
No, of course, in that from
Go
that
on, go on,
perspective,
go on.
Arsenal is valuable. Talking about a club players would want to rather play for, right? Arsenal is that club. I'm talking about a club who's got their books, properly structured and can afford anything.
Yes, the
Arsenal is that club.
Arsenal is worth 1.
It's properly
Listen,
structured, right?
listen to the
But it's
structure.
not-
Listen to the
Arsenal
statistics.
is worth 1.17 billion
Without trophies.
euros and pounds, and Chelsea is worth 1.9 billion
With
pounds.
tro-
Yeah, and
1.7 billion and 1.9. So the difference is what? 2 back. Okay, and no, let me come in again, please. Let me add more substance to your fact, eh? And permit me tell you, Chelsea is under reconstruction. They are building their stadium.
It's
are
not
trying
aware
to
now.
amend
It's
their
not
stadium.
Chelsea. It doesn't
Ted-
understand
And
the
if they are
kind of-
still on,
Ted Maitland
and
Bridge.
if they are doing that and they are still on 1.9 and Arsenal is on 1.7 billion, you don't have anything to say. Which kind of rebuilding is Chelsea?
You should not be
rebuilding?
talking.
So
See,
the one is talking about
sorry,
identity.
Kochi, sorry. But you said Chelsea are rebuilding. I remember when Arsenal were rebuilding. If you look at the money that Arsenal spent,
We were
to
never
rebuild,
spending at all.
They didn't even spend up to half of what Chelsea has spent.
Like
only
you said,
this season.
they are stingy.
Please, what is
We
Chelsea
were not even
building?
spending at all.
Stingy.
We were
Use
bringing
the
up
word
boys.
stingy.
We're bringing up
Use the
children
word stingy.
to compete for global
I don't know what
competitions.
Chelsea is. I don't
Which
know what
global-
And send them to
How many
global
global
what Chelsea is
competitions?
building.
We were always
How
in the
many- when
Champions
you
League.
Champions
We
League?
were always in the
Please,
Champions
abeg,
League.
Stamford
When you
Bridge
were
When we were
not
building,
break.
when you were
when we
struggling.
were building, no.
When you were
we-
rebuilding
when
or
we, when we
building.
built the Emirates, we were always in Champions League. All through
Under
Yes.
Wenger.
under Wenger,
When-
we
when
were
you
always
were
in Champions
building,
League.
No, I'm not
Yes,
talking
yes,
about.
No,
Arsene
that's
Wenger.
what
I'm
we're
talking about
building.
When
That's
you
what we're
had
building.
Arteta, like the beginning part of Arteta's regime, you were rebuilding, and smear Champions League.
No, in the case of Arteta, that was not necessarily rebuilding.
well,
that was
well.
Arteta trying to get his acts together. I mean,
I think that
I'm talking
that
about
was
club.
rebuilding because
no.
you were in- you
I'm
were
talking
in-
about the
you
club.
I
No,
think the first
listen.
season you finished 8 or
No.
10, something like that.
In terms of, if you want to compare stats from your perspective of rebuilding, if you want to compare the stats on position and finishes, you still do not have a space because you are like Chelsea is terrible. Terrible to watch. Even when
That's
Arsenal-
what I wanted to say. I don't know if you can give me the
Yeah,
chance now because
for me,
Chelsea
I-
have spent in this transfer window. They spent 219.6 billion.
Not
A million,
billion,
sorry,
not
a million,
billion,
sorry,
million.
million, 219.6
Pounds.
million pounds to I don't know what they are rebuilding until now. We have not seen foundation.
Don't worry, we'll see. After-
Hold on, hold on.
the
You
boss
will
and the
not
boss
see
of
anything.
Stanford
Like, you are not the one building. How will you see it?
Last year, they removed 2 bowls.
They removed two
So they are
bowls.
struggling to fit in the remaining.
You discover that after we spend that money, we'll still win. We'll still win Conference
See,
League. We'll win
hope.
the Premier League before
Hope.
Arsenal.
When it's
Hope.
better for you guys to
Are
just
you
give
hoping?
this money
I
to
hope.
Man U.
No,
Let Man U
no,
go and-
it's
no,
possible.
Fix
No,
the
no,
roof
no,
of
no,
the
it's
Old
never
Trafford.
possible.
So Divine
We will
Divine-
win
Divine
it,
has-
never possible.
Divine has been talking about identity.
But you don't
and
have it.
structure.
Just
I
doesn't
don't
have
see
it.
why Arsenal should have a structure that does not help them to win trophies. It's
That's
for-
because-
it's
that's
better
because-
for- it's better
that's
for me
because-
not to
that's
have an
because-
identity.
no.
And I have a
No,
winning mentality.
no,
They
no,
have an
no,
identity
no.
that takes them to see the
It's
promised
better
land, but do
it's
not
better
get
for me
there.
not to have structure, but at the end of the day, I have trophies.
And
I have
we-
the Champions League. I have
Okay.
the Premier League. I have Europa League. Than for me to have structures in place and no winning.
Now,
anymore.
what should worry you?
Trust me, at the
What
end of
should
this,
worry
at the
you
end of
more?
this
It's
season,
like chasing a thief with a spoon.
at the-
Yes.
at the
Listen,
end of-
let me
wait,
explain.
Divine,
Let-
at the end of this season, it's the same story.
No
Arsenal
problem.
always
But let me
near
explain.
success
Let me explain
syndrome.
something
They are
to
okay
you.
with number 2.
Near
Let me-
success
let me-
syndrome.
yes.
Very okay with number two.
Yes, next success syndrome. Yet Todd Bowley is copying the Arsenal format. Let me explain to you.
How?
Good. A club without trophies, still valuable, making good money, and still 1.7, 1.9 without trophies. That is a club Todd Bowley would rather have than winning trophies
Actually,
and
that's
run
what
at a
he's
loss.
trying to do.
Okay, Okay, hold on.
When he came, he actually
hold on.
said it.
You are
Exactly.
spending,
That's
you are
actually
Because
spending-
football is
that's why you
business.
see him going
Where you
about
talk-
Football is
buying
business.
young
Where you
players.
talk
and
It's not.
buying,
It's not about winning trophy and making
I
happy. You have to
think
balance the
at
books.
the end of the day,
Because
as Chelsea is
Listen,
rebuilding,
and
at the end of the day,
Stadium.
Chelsea is
Within
rebuilding.
this
And
period,
we see
he
the
has to
outcome of the
build
rebuild.
this stadium.
You see,
And he does not have to spend money on buying
Chelsea
players.
fans are living in a delusional reality because if you come to the real sense, let me tell you something. Abramovich was not winning trophy, was buying the trophies, was not to make Chelsea
was
fans
buying
happy.
the trophies.
Listen, was not to
He
make
was buying
yes,
the trophies.
You mean he was
Like
buying
seriously.
trophies?
Yes, he
How
was
did
buying
buy
trophies.
How
From
did he buy
Ericsson
trophies?
market.
because he was spending.
No, he was buying trophies from
Because-
Ericsson.
No, in Banex.
Because he was spending
He was
for
spending.
spending's sake, not because he wanted to make profits. That's not how you run a football club. If you want to talk about football business and football club, Madrid can have a say because they balance the books and they win trophies. Now I can respect that.
Yes.
Not Chelsea.
And you
who
think
only-
Chelsea does not balance
May,
the
may your days be long.
Yes.
May your
Thank
days
you.
be long.
Want the job
May
mess
your
up
days be
Madrid like
long.
The truth is that
Go
Arsenal
just
should
start.
just
Go just
Now this is it. This is
No,
it. This is it.
you know when we talk about football, there's no way, even if you are sleeping, there's no way you talk about football without calling Madrid.
Now this
You
is it.
must
This
bring
is
Madrid
it.
in.
We should even be. The conversation we should be having is between Chelsea and Man U. Who's going to have a better season? Not Arsenal. Arsenal is way beyond your league, man.
Arsenal.
Yes, Arsenal is way beyond your league. Let's
Yeah,
focus-
yeah,
let's do-
seriously,
let's
we
do-
don't-
table, fact
we
on
don't
the
know
table,
what's
facts
between
guys.
Chelsea and
Facts.
Man
Yeah,
U.
you're right.
So let's
You're
talk
right.
about
We don't know.
Arsenal.
We don't know.
Let's talk about
No, but
Chelsea
Man
and
U is-
Arsenal.
Man
So
U is worse.
Chelsea and Man U. Who's going to
Man
have
U
a
is
better
worse.
season?
I think
Man U is worse.
I hate what I want to say now. I think I will support the Chelsea man here.
Yes, Man U is
Nah,
worse.
Man U is
Okay,
worse.
okay, Man U.
Man U is
eh?
worse.
No,
Yeah,
but we should be
And-
careful.
and
We should be careful the way we talk about this
No,
thing.
no,
Okay,
I'm not careful
because-
about
coaching
that.
wise, coaching wise.
because-
Let's
I'm not
let's
careful.
go tell us
I'm not
why.
careful about that.
Okay,
Let's go
okay,
tell
let
us
me
why.
land. Let me land. You
Let's
know,
go tell us why.
you know, it's like a battle between a cock and a hen.
Coach, like
Enter.
that.
Yeah, right on.
Because now we need to define who is the cock
And who's there?
and who is the hen. Because the two of them are, like I would say, they say birds of same feather flocks together.
Together, yeah.
Today Chelsea will draw. Tomorrow Man United will win. Tomorrow Man United will drop points. Chelsea would win. So you have to understand. We have to understand the chemistry that's going on. You understand? And each time Chelsea is playing, now what's happening around the globe is each time Chelsea is playing, Man United are there.
They are at the window
What
watching.
are the results? The same thing when Man United is playing, Chelsea is there at the window.
As if they tie their placenta together.
What will be the result? Sorry. But we have to understand the thing. It's too early for us to say
Who's finishing the season?
who is
better?
finishing the season better. But one thing for sure, I know the two teams will not finish the season well.
Yes, I agree with you.
Trust me.
They will not finish season well. But
Now,
still,
if-
not finishing
Yes,
well.
one person
Chelsea
might
will
be-
still finish
one-
better than Man U.
Because this Man U problem is spiritual.
because no,
How can you be suffering and you will not know that you are suffering?
Thank you. That's the point.
That's
That's
the
Man
problem.
U.
At least Chelsea fans know that they are
We are
down.
suffering.
They know that CO like this we no get where we dey go. Omo just dey
Man
follow.
U fans and
Man
yeah,
U,
ego.
Man U fan will not open. A
The
Man U
ego.
fan will not open his mouth and tell you
No,
that.
the ego big fan of the club.
They'll come and they'll come and
ego is
they'll
them
come
that they
and
will
tell
not
you why.
realize that they are
They'll come
failing.
and tell you why Eric Ten Hag
You know-
is better than Guardiola because his by head is shining more.
yeah.
That's true.
You know,
There was
even the
something
last
you
game,
said.
even the last game,
They'll
that-
come and
even-
tell
even
you
the last,
that.
even the last
I
game.
don't know whether it's by
Even-
head,
even
whether
the-
that's
even-
why our Chelsea
You know
man
the-
here. Maybe he can
even-
coach
even the
Chelsea.
last
you know the new EPL.
Maybe he can coach Man U. Sorry.
That's what I'm about to
Even the
say
last
now
game,
because
even the
the
last
new
game, you
EPL
never-
criteria for coaching, I think, is by head.
By head, now a by head
if you see what the
competition.
Liverpool coach is doing too, you know,
That's
his own-
those-
I think his own is shining more.
But the
than
by head
every
that
other
don't carry
one.
something inside.
You
Yes,
are
I
a
know.
Chelsea fan, but you look more of a Man United coach. no, to be frank, he looks more like Eric Ten
Yeah,
Hag.
he also looks like a
You
Chelsea
look
coach.
at him.
He looks like Maresca.
No, he doesn't look like Maresca. He's more of Eric Ten Hag. And you see, that's why I said both of them will finish the league this season.
No, we'll
You
do
know,
better. I think
they
Chelsea
not
will do
finish
better
league
than
because
United.
Because Chelsea will always do better than
you know,
United.
there's a saying in English that if you are inside the house and you close the door from inside, and nobody will goes out. Will you go out?
No.
So that's what is happening between Chelsea and Man United. If you look at the two games that were played in the weekend, both of them played at home. Chelsea managed to get a draw, while United was swallowed by Liverpool 3-0.
Coach, look at Manchester United. In the last 57 matches, and like under Eric Ten Hag, they've spent 616 million pounds. See money. And in the last 57 matches, Man City have scored 93 goals. expected because of the robot that they have in Haaland. Liverpool have scored 79 goals. A very wonderful team. Like when Liverpool play, as a Man U fan, you should be ashamed of yourself. Arsenal have scored 78. Surprisingly, Liverpool only one goal above Arsenal. There, I think they went Kolean. All this handshake might be the only thing that Arsenal will
Yes,
see.
Like I have a
So
Havertz is a striker.
listen to Man
Havertz is not a
U's.
striker.
Listen to the goals. Listen to the goals that Man U have scored.
Havertz is a midfielder. Havertz is
Listen
a
to the
striker.
goals that
No,
Man
he
U
was a
have scored.
midfielder in Chelsea, but he's a striker in Arsenal.
where-
Put those things well. Put them well.
What position
Put them
is he
well.
playing?
If you make
position
Kepa,
is he playing?
if you take Kepa from the goalpost and put him up front, and he scores the 2 goals, don't make him a striker.
No,
He
If
only-
you
he's
take
only
Kepa,
pos-
if you take Kepa
Kepa,
from Madrid and take to perhaps to Nottingham Forest, I become a striker. Then he's a striker.
Now listen to the goal.
The position.
Let's forget
Not-
about
not-
Havertz.
not-
Let's forget about. We're
position.
talking about Man U. Yeah, we're talking about Man U. Manchester United have signed how many strikers in the last
And
7
none
matches?
successful.
They Ogo
And so-
-1.
bro, even Ibrahimovic.
See, they no in the last 57 matches.
okay,
Like,
that's
what-
57. Okay.
Man U they Ogos.
So they
Like
are minus waiting.
-1. That means the goal we
Man U
don't
fans
concede.
are there.
I'm talking about the goal difference. So that means the goals that they don't concede is higher than the goals that they have
You
scored.
know, but for this thing that you are saying, Man U fans will come at you.
Man United's problem is spiritual.
That's
Like
what I said.
Oyadepo who said that
And their fans
the
will
problem
bring
with Nigeria,
picture
the
of Bruno
problem with
Fernandes
Nigeria is
scoring
spiritual.
and more than Madueke.
All right, guys. So the banter continues, and so at this point, we've come to the end of this episode, and we'll see you in the next episode. The banter continues. So if you've got any comments or more banters, leave your opinions in the comment section, and also let us know what you think about everything we said today, or everything we bantered about. Let us know in the comment section. Who knows? Your comments can also appear on the show. So, guys, see you in the next episode, and bye-bye.
Football Banter.